Malaysia, you have two phases. One is a crisis in terms of the amount of water, I mean the water shortage, sometimes flood itself. And another thing is water quality. The water quality in rivers and lakes in Malaysia are in very serious situation. Yeah, first when we went to the riverside of Malaysia, like River Selangor or River Rangat, we were so disappointed. The situation there was much worse than we expected.
Ikim is in reality a research institute that aims to inform the public. Therefore, it deals in public scholarship, as we say, on issues that are of national importance. And certainly one of the most pressing issues today facing all of us is the environmental issue. And for this, we put emphasis on what's culturally understandable, what is culturally acceptable, and in the context of the environment, the tradition of this country, the major religions of this country, especially Islam, actually emphasizes environmental ethics very much. We have been fortunate in terms of collaborative efforts to be able to work with the WWF, Malaysia and also abroad, and at the same time, very especially so with the ACP program as conducted by the University of Malaya and other local universities, as well as University of Kyoto and other Japanese universities. In this regard, as we all know, we are very proud to share the result that we have been able to work with selected communities, especially the community along the river Selangor. Here we have been able to build capacities amongst the youth, for example. And in the context of Ikim, our approach have been to combine scientific knowledge together with local wisdom, together with local values, cultural norms that are held in high esteem by the population, especially the religious values.
In the project that we did with the community in Kuala Selangor, we have engaged the citizens or the community around Sungai Selangor to become part of the river system. They take ownership of the river, and they had through the work together with Ikim, we have gone down to the grassroots level where we engage the whole community to be aware of their surroundings.
Ecotourism is very important for economy, both from Australia where I am, but from Malaysia as well. And Malaysia is famous for its wildlife and animals and plants. And last but not least, and we learnt this from the tsunami in Aceh, the mangroves act as a buffer zone to the land. So when the waves come in, it breaks the waves. And we learnt in Aceh, where they'd taken much of the mangroves out, they were flooded, and now they have to replant. And of course there are other things, like it's important for firewood for local people, for timber, for special use, but you do it on a selective basis. You do it sustainably, carefully, and we all win. It's great.
For Muslims, for example, taking care of the environment in reality is part of fardu kifayah, or socially requisite knowledge, which means that if no one or no section of the community actually seriously make provisions to ensure that the environment is safe, then the whole community is at risk to do something which is very wrong, very unjust, very catastrophic. We are also very pleased that we have been able to work with mosque communities in terms of promoting Islamic and traditional values with regards to maintenance of the environment. As we all know, religions such as Islam put a heavy emphasis on the responsibility of human beings to maintain ecosystems such as riverine systems, which provide many services for human beings. And in this regard, we hope that the mosque community that we have been working with will become role models for other communities to emulate across the various religious and cultural communities in Malaysia and elsewhere.
Salah satu sifat Allah yang utama ialah Allah suka akan keindahan. Disebut bahawa innallaha jamilun wa yuhibbul jamal. Allah itu indah pada zatnya dan dia suka akan keindahan. Sekiranya kita menghargai sifat Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala ini, haruslah kita mempertahankan keindahan alam ini, dan sekiranya kita berbuat demikian, kebaikan atau manfaatnya tidak akan pergi kepada orang lain, bahkan akan berbalik kepada diri kita sendiri.